Hi, I'm Jill, your Fit Chick health coach, and today I wanted to talk to you about meal preparation. Now, I feel like meal prep is one of those things that will either make or break your healthy eating habits, and it's about making healthy food choices as easy as possible. It's all well and good to have a food plan, then you're sure you're going to stick with it and eat clean and do all the good things this week, but you get home on a Tuesday night after a busy day at work and you've picked up somebody from karate and dropped somebody off at ballet, and the traffic was slow. And as you walk in the door, the last thing you want to do is cook. So what are you going to do? Whatever's easy. Reach for frozen pizza or takeaway or whatever your go-to is. And it's important to make it as easy as possible for yourself because life does get in the way of best laid plans. Meal planning and prepping will save you time, it will save you money, and it will save you brain space later in the week. First of all, you can either make a meal plan for the entire week and start at the start of the week. But if that sounds way too organized, just plan the day before. Know what you're going to eat tomorrow so you don't have to decide. And when it comes down to it, we like to take the easiest option. It's just human nature. If the decision's already made ahead of time, we don't need to choose. Make sure that you actually have a plan. Eating healthy isn't a plan. Breakfast is usually a no-brainer for most people, but it's good to know what you're going to have for lunches and dinners, even just during the work week. And keep it simple. This isn't a restaurant. Having the same thing for lunch 5 days in a row will not kill you. Or, if you're the kind of person that think that might actually kill you, have a bit of a variation on a theme. Cook up a heap of protein like chicken or eggs on Sunday and throw in different vegetables or salads each day. Choose a day of the week to do meal prep. Make it a part of your routine so you know that every Sunday or every Wednesday you're going to prepare food for the week. In our house, Meal Prep Sunday is a thing, and it doesn't have to be Sunday, it's just your one day a week that works for you. Or you might have 2 smaller days of cooking. Start with your meal plan for the week, do a big grocery shop, and then cook up a couple of meals that you can keep ready to go in the fridge. Now, I don't always cook up whole meals, particularly in summer. I just like to chop up all my veggies ready to go and throw them in a wrap or salad when it's time. It's a bit like having your own Subway sandwich bar in the fridge. They're all chopped up in their little containers. And if you're time poor, it is absolutely okay to embrace convenience foods. And when I say that, I mean the vegetable kind. There was a time I probably would never have really considered all those pre-packaged salads or frozen vegetables. Probably pre-children or something crazy. And I'm not sure what was going through my head, but it's okay to just try and be better rather than perfect. Obviously, not all pre-packaged salads are equal. While I was holidaying in the States, I had a pretty delicious pre-packaged salad with spinach and crystallized almonds and strawberries and some sort of sugary dressing. Don't get me wrong, it was really tasty. And it was great to eat in my hotel room without a kitchen, but I'm not deluding myself that it was the healthiest option. But I ate leafy greens and fruits, so I take that as a win. But even just using the prepared chopped ingredients in those packs are a great option. These days, one of those bags of pre-chopped herb slaw or coleslaw or something that you add the dressing to later are pretty standard in our fridge. But it's what you add to the pre-chopped vegetables that will make or break your diet. And good fats are really important in any diet, so don't write off the dressings either. But actually look at the ingredients, look at the fats and the carbs, and assess how well it fits in with your plan. Or, like I mentioned with your own sandwich bar, pre-chop all your own salads. It's easy, it's probably cheaper, and you'll have a whole lot more ready to go. Another handy idea is to actually have the portions ready to go. Once you've cooked up your batches of food for the week, divide it into containers or bowls and keep them in the fridge. First of all, it's convenient when you actually go to eat them and not have to dish it out each time. But if you are actually watching your portion sizes, then not having to guess how much you've already had, knowing that you've cooked up 4 meals worth and divided it equally between them is much easier than actually guessing each time you go to eat. When you cook dinner, cook up extra portions and keep them in the freezer. It's just as convenient as the frozen pizza, but you know it's within your realm of your healthy eating plan. And easy to make ahead of time meals could include things like roast veggies, and this is a regular one in our house. They're really good to eat hot or cold. We throw them in salads, or my boys take them to school instead of sandwiches in lunch boxes. I've used them in dips or as snacks. Generally, I just preheat the oven to about 200 degrees and I dice up a heap of vegetables at about the same size so they cook evenly. And then I like to put them in my Tupperware bowl with the lid and a drizzle of olive oil, and I shake them all up and season them with things like Italian herbs or Moroccan spices or something. Sometimes I spray them. when they're on the tray, but put your slower cooking vegetables like potato or pumpkin on their own tray so they can be left in longer. But the length of time required really depends on the size of your veggies that you've chopped. But this is also a really good time to experiment with vegetables. See what is good to roast. Roast veggies actually go beyond carrots and potato and pumpkin or whatever you ate when you were a kid. So maybe try sweet potato or kumara. Try parsnips or beetroot, zucchini, cauliflower, tomatoes, yum, capsicum, onions, Brussels sprouts, squash, garlic cloves or mushrooms. Roasting actually brings out quite a different flavour to food, so you might be surprised about what vegetable you actually like. I never liked Brussels sprouts growing up, maybe because they're always soggy and gross, but I've actually discovered they're okay roasted. Give it a try, you may be surprised. Quiches and frittatas are also a great go-to and really easy option to change up by putting different fillings in them. I usually cook them without a pastry base, so they're more like an egg muffin and lower in carb if that's what I'm doing at the time. Sometimes I cook them in muffin trays or just in a slab and cut it up, depending on how lazy I'm feeling about cleaning the muffin tray. And frittatas are another place to throw your roasted or frozen vegetables. Don't forget to try leafy greens and fresh herbs all diced up to add a bit of flavour. Cheese or feta, olives, sun-dried tomatoes or pesto pack a great punch. Frittatas are the one place I'll throw in tinned asparagus if I have it on hand, and they're also really versatile. They're great for any meal of the day, including breakfast on the go, and they're a really good non-meat source of protein, though throwing in a bit of ham or salami might sound amazing to you. What I want is for you to be an adventurer in the kitchen and try something new. A few other obvious but pretty great options are curries. They are a great meal to have on hand. They're easy to pack full of vegetables and protein, and they're delicious. A big pot of soup is an easy option to have going, especially on a miserable winter day like today. I don't know if you can hear the wind and the storm, hopefully not. It's definitely a soup day here. Pasta and vegetable bakes are always good. A few food prep hints. Keep washed and chopped vegetables ready to grab and go. Make double batches whenever you do a cook up and keep extra serves in the fridge or freezer. Pre-cook your grains for the week. Create a master list of recipes that you can reference when you can't think of what to cook. And that's a big one, not knowing what to cook. Prepare your meat and protein to throw into lunches. And there is nothing wrong with pre-washed and chopped vegetables or pre-made sauces. So keep frozen veggies and fruit in the freezer so you always have some on hand. Boil up eggs and keep them in the fridge to have as a snack or to add to a meal as protein. And repurpose your leftovers. Add extra ingredients or eat them in a wrap. And don't forget to plan for snacks. Healthy snacks are always good to have on hand. Today's homework, if you choose to take it on, choose 1 or 2 meals to make a big batch of and have ready for the week to eat. Let us know what you made by either tagging me on Instagram at the Fit Chick Health Coach or let us know in the Facebook group. If you want more information, we've actually got a free downloadable cheat sheet for super easy meal prep hacks. Just go to www.thefitchickhealthcoach.com and it'll be on the homepage or in our freebies section, depending when you come across this podcast. The cheat sheet's about having quick and easy ideas to have healthy meal options ready to grab and go. It includes easy modifications to change it up so you don't feel like you're always eating the same thing. But like I said, you don't need to be perfect. A bit of a plan is better than no plan. Make life easier for yourself and plan to succeed by preparing ahead of time. Have a fabulous week and I will talk to you soon. Bye!